Switching towards weather now, we did get to 95 this afternoon in West Palm Beach, and that is another record 3 days in a row, actually. So 95 today. That past record was from 1981. So it was hot and humid prior to the rain arriving. Now we've settled back down into the lower 80s as we are seeing dew points in the mid 70s. So not too bad out there, but still dealing with lots of cloud cover still persisting, and a couple of isolated showers have popped up for portions of Okeechobee County, mainly just north of Basinger, but it is pushing off towards the east. So we will watch that cell as it does push towards the Treasure Coast, likely though falling apart as it does so. By tomorrow morning, we will be starting the day off with some sunshine. So if you are planning on getting that early morning tea time, make sure it's early, because later in the day we are going to be tracking those scattered showers and thunderstorms popping up as early as about 11 a.m. So watching for the chance to see these afternoon and early evening thunderstorms. Highs will still manage to make their way into the lower 90s prior to that rain arriving. So looking at the forecast for tomorrow, looking pretty nice to start your day, 8, 9 a.m. Things look really good out there. It's not until about 10, 11 a.m. we see those first cells popping up towards the west and pushing towards the east. So that includes our coastline as we head towards the early afternoon. Some of these thunderstorms could be on the stronger side, yet again with heavy downpours throughout the afternoon. I'd say it's going to be a similar timing to what it was today, a little bit earlier in the afternoon, but also we could see those showers and thunderstorms persisting into the early evening. So 1 or 2 thunderstorms still trying to stick around through about 7 to 8 p.m. before we finally start to see the storms come to an end for the remainder of the night and just some cloud cover for tomorrow evening. If you are trying to get out on the boat this weekend, I'd say Sunday is probably going to be the better day, but you know, we're still going to be dealing with those afternoon storms, so just keep that radar handy. But seas 3 to 5 feet, so still pretty choppy out there, especially in the Atlantic. Our inland waters give it a moderate chop, and then also dealing with that high rip current risk at least through tomorrow down our beaches. So not the best day to head to the beach, because if you're going to want to cool off in the water, we have that risk for those rip currents. So don't go too far in the water if you do so. Knee height is probably the best. All right, looking at our tropics, we are now tracking that Aaron has become post-tropical, so no longer a tropical system at this point. But we are monitoring 2 other areas for potential development. Neither, though, pose a threat to us here in Florida if they were to develop. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Temperatures in the mid-90s for tomorrow, about 93 for Sunday, with the higher rain chances still persisting in the forecast through the upcoming week ahead, and then lower temperatures back towards the lower 90s later in the week.